Because at the moment when you go to restaurant, a good food, you're saying, thanks to the chef, right? Nobody think about the farmers.
Bali. For a long time it was a dream of mine to visit this island. Why? Why not? Bali has everything. Sunny weather, beautiful beaches, a rich culture and the kindest people I have ever met. One day we drove our scooters up north to visit a coffee farm. On that day, I not only had a lot of good coffee, but learned about Bali beans.
It's very juicy.
Wow.
Try it. What do you think?
Pretty sweet, yeah?
You made it!
Yes. Hi.
So what we do is we got, as you've probably seen it, we have Sudana family products, which is coffee produced by my family. Yeah, some natural processes used by my uncles and then my mom through the black honey and full wash. And then we also, my mom created also little group in this village because also I cannot just being selfish and supply my own coffee, but also I need to help the environment, the neighbor as well. So that's where my mom created a group of 22 women working together, growing coffee in the same way. But for them, they're not as experienced as my dad yet. So that's why we still buy the red cherry from them.
Okay.
Memek kecimpung dari kopi dari tahun 80. Karena Memek jadi petani, punya tanah sedikit, anak-anak belum lahir, kita harus berjuang di petani menjadi petani kopi.
Do you want me to show you the plantation? Yes, let's go. Let's go. We grow in natural way, in a shaded way, because it's really good for the organic fertilizers. So we don't need to use any chemicals, anything to grow them. So they just grow natural. We only handpick what's given to us. So we don't, put any other chemicals to make it producing more fruit. See, look at how healthy is the soil. Look at that. Without using anything, nature's already have planned for us.
Yeah.
We don't have to do anything, but human like to twist everything. So, look at this, how healthy they are. This harvest only once a year, but several months.
Okay.
Yeah, so the old days, every cherries, example, even though it's not fully red, they already handpicked it together, and then they're drying it straight away. This is where the commercial coffee that you drink, example like Costa, like Starbucks, those type of coffee they buy because it's a lot cheaper. But in Bali beans, we only pick the quality. So when it's already properly red, we hand pick them and then we process them. And then we put them for drying straight away.
In the sun.
In the suns, because we have a very very high up in the mountains, we're struggling with sun, but we have a greenhouse. So where we're drying it straight away in there.
Kalau penanamannya itu dibilang berat ya berat, bilang gampang ya gampang, karena kita jadi petani sudah pengalaman di lapangan menanam kopi selama 3 tahun, sudah belajar berbuah selama 5 tahun, sudah pasca panen.
In Bali itself, we produce 60,000 tons, just in Bali. 60,000 tons.
And how much do you export abroad?
At the moment, we doing it yearly. It's about 90 to 100 tons of coffee.
And where do you export to?
We export to Saudi. We do Dubai.
Because we live in
Yeah,
Dubai.
because I live in
Okay.
Dubai. Yeah.
So you supply to companies and they sell it under their own brand.
Yes,
Ah,
but
okay, okay.
that's the used to be. But I'm shifting to more selling something for my own brand.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
That's why we got the roastery upstairs.
Ah,
Yes,
got it.
yeah.
But you don't like? Do you roast like 90 tons here?
No. Some
So
stuff
you
goes
only-
for green beans.
You only roast your own brand here,
Yes,
and
correct.
the rest?
And the rest goes for green beans shipment.
Oh, so you export
The
only green
beans,
beans,
yes.
and the
Okay.
companies roast it on their own.
Themselves,
Ah,
yeah.
okay, got it.
But in business, I have to do it that way to start with,
Yeah.
just because it helped my company
Yeah,
financially.
yeah. And you
Until
can't
I
roast-
get
Yeah, you can't roast that much on your own out
not
of nothing.
yet,
Yeah.
not yet, but yeah,
Okay.
hopefully one day we get customized machine that which can roast 30 kilos in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Possible, yeah.
So that's your plan for the future, to like build some kind of.
I want to build
Roasting.
more like a direct trade way. So basically, the coffee doesn't have to be transit so many places before it get to customers like to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the moment, local like farmers goes to local broker. Local brokers coffee stores in the international brokers. International brokers supply the coffee company. Coffee companies roastery like this
Yeah, yeah.
supplies to coffee shops,
Yeah.
and then coffee shop to you guys, to us.
Yeah.
And it's a very long journey. And imagine maybe this coffee has been stored in US for about a year or something before it actually goes out somewhere else being roasted.
Yes.
But we're here at Bali Beans, we grow them, we farm them, we process it, we roast it ourselves, and then we distributing directly for you. So basically you're gonna drink coffee that's come directly from the farms
Yes.
rather than being transit everywhere. Because I don't believe in sending coffee green bean raw in container for 4 weeks before reach US is a fresh coffee. The farmers get more advantage because we buy coffee 20% higher than local market, because we buy green cherry, because not all farmers can knows what they're doing with the processing. So to create the consistency, at the moment mainly I bought the red cherry from the farmers, and we also do barista training as well for their kids.
Okay.
So we help them like to train them for free. So people buys coffee from
that's
us.
amazing.
This is what something to do with with the local kids, and then we help them to get a job, because when I'm supplying coffee to coffee shop, they automatically need a barista, and then we help them to get a job as well.
Okay.
Wow.
Good.
And at the same time, the kids also encouraging their parents, oh moms, I work in this coffee shop, it's so busy, the coffee is in demand, and then it's part of their
Yeah.
coffee, so they feel that they own the company as well,
Okay, yeah.
so that's what, and hopefully be a sample in future, hopefully everyone drink direct trade, because we're helping the farmers, because at the moment when you go to restaurant, a good food, you're saying, thanks to the chef,
Yeah.
right? Nobody think about the farmers. Farming is a very dirty job.
Yeah.
Involve a lot of power, but very less money, because you got only harvest only once a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that's where it started me thinking when I was in Dubai. Obviously, we don't produce everything in Dubai because it's desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
everything's-
everything is imported,
yeah.
and then that's where I kind of understanding how important is a farmer.
Basically, you were farmers for 30 years,
Yeah, and then
and now you're going to like develop it.
yes,
more, yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And then so obviously then I started a small coffee shop with my brother in Canggu.
Okay.
And I create little stories on the wall of the cafe.
Yeah.
And within 3 months, people queuing up for the coffee. I had no expectation, because I was like,
Yeah.
I'm this person who like, I've been abroad for so long. I wanted to go home. I want to settle back in Bali, And after 3 months, it's people queuing up outside, drinking our coffee. And they thought, I love coffee, and they come visit our farm. I'm like, this is something amazing you do. You grow natural, you grow organic. It's like, yeah, because I wasn't thinking that it was a big deal,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we do that. So, and then, that's how I start thinking of like, okay, maybe I should do something for my community, because that's where I was born and raised with coffee. And my parents are so, with coffee from our farm, we already distributing in our own coffee shops. But what if I can help something with the rest of farmers? The long story of Bali beans.
Super interesting, yeah.
Really nice. Thank you.
And obviously, you know, with the climate change going on, obviously I like to encourage the farmers to grow organic, and it's healthier for us, because I also noticed I lost a lot of my cousins, you know, like who actually died like cancers after 45 years, because when they're farming like vegetables, tomatoes or chili, they have to use you know, like
pesticides.
yes,
Yeah.
without mask, right? So they're breeding with that every time they do it. That's why a lot of them not survives until above 50 years old. So that's why I'm encouraging them to grow.
That's sad, yeah.
And obviously,
Yes, no one thinks about it
No
when
one think
they
about
drink
No.
Starbucks coffee.
no, exactly. No one think about that. But because for me, the farmers is our hero. That's what something we eat, right? Something that comes to our body everyday basis, and then we actually eat to survive, not survive to eat. Oh, maybe, yeah. So you know, one of those things, you know. So that's what we're doing anyway.
Bangga sekali Memek mempunyai anak bisa menjual kopi, karena Memek mendidik anak dari dulu tuh anak-anak kalau kerja di luar, apa yang ada mau dengan orang di luar tuh kita punya kopi, harus kita pasarkan kopi kita.